Today, every day, small cap investors visit Agoracom knowing this is the day to discover the world's next great company, to have their dreams come true. That's why I take to the open road, to find them, to tell their stories, to engage them, to bring them to life, because they want to connect with you from your office, your phone, your home, anywhere. Agoracom, find your dream.
Welcome to CEO Interviews, a production of Agoracom in which we take the time to speak with small cap executives about what's going on at their companies. With us today, I'm really happy to have him back after a bit of a hiatus. Bhairav Kapadia, he's CEO at STAR Navigation Systems. The company trades on the CSE under the stock symbol SNA. Now, naturally, a lot of you are shareholders of the company because the company's been around for a long time with a great shareholder base. But for those of you who are new, just a quick recap. The company's primary product is a real-time worldwide tracking monitoring system for airlines. Their clients include commercial airlines, regional, and business aircraft operators. In fact, that's what we're going to discuss today with the recent big contract signed out of the Middle East. They've also got a unit that serves flat panel LCD displays and control units for aerospace and defense operators worldwide, including Lockheed Martin, CAE, Northrop Grumman, Italy, and finally, their medevac division now is new and really exciting. Is doing some really exciting stuff. That's real-time telemedicine for emergency medical evacuation by air. That's helicopters, that's planes, and that's going great. And finally, we're going to touch on their Bombardier Joint R&D Development Program, R&D program, which obviously is a very, very high-profile thing. But welcome back, Bhairav. We're so happy to have you back.
I'm glad to be back, George.
Hey, before we get into the business, now things are going. Like I said, welcome back. But let everyone at home know, how's your health? How are you doing?
I think I'm feeling 20 years younger.
Yeah, you certainly look it.
And I've lost about 30 pounds in weight as well.
Well, what's the trick to losing 30 pounds?
It wasn't engineered. It's the hospital food and all.
Nobody sneaking food in for you just to help you, or they just let you starve and lose 30 pounds?
Sometimes, yes. My cousins, my wife, my daughters, they would. But it's not here in Canada. It was in India, so I'm okay.
All right. Well, good to hear, and good to hear that you had a good support group there. Let's get into the business, because even though you've been away for a while, the team has done a great job of carrying the torch.
You can say that again.
Yeah, and the one thing I wanted to touch on first is the recent announcement. You signed AlMasria to 5 units for their airline. What does this mean to STAR? What's the potential of this deal?
The real potential of this deal is to get actual few aircraft flying. And when we are having aircraft flying, and people will see these are modern aircraft plus a new edition aircraft are coming in, we have most of the STCs. So it is going to be something that we wanted. STAR has been taking too long to get this, and AlMasria was with us 5 years ago, but things didn't happen. They had some issues, and now that the authorities require real-time monitoring every 15 minutes and going even to less than that. So with monitoring and tracking, we are already there. Our product was ready. George, you won't believe it. 17 years ago, but it wasn't tested at that point. It took a long time. We got it ready about 8-9 years ago. Since then, we had some problems that have all gone now with the associations and companies. So now we are on our own. We are doing very well. Our product is robust, certified, tested. New prototypes are coming out. We are very happy where we are heading. Yes, we were initially finance driven. Then we were R&D driven. Now we are going to be market driven, selling and marketing.
Well, does this open the door because it captures the attention of other airlines who say, okay, AlMasria is making the commitment to you?
Yes, that's definitely going to be the case, because people need to see what's flying and how the quality of data you're getting down, and the information you're getting, it's not just data. Data is nothing. The information you're getting to the right people in the airlines, to the manufacturers, to the MROs, to the maintenance crew, engineering, flight ops, that the value is in the information they get and how they can use it wisely to save money, to make sure safety of passengers. I mean, Lion Air just lost a A320 because of software issues. Ours is going to be helping airlines to make them safe, secure, and also save money.
And on that note, Bombardier is an airline, but they're an aircraft manufacturer. You've announced this R&D program with them. Tell us a little bit about that and how it's going, how it's progressed since you first announced it.
Yes, it is a R&D program with Bombardier and other partners. This program required testing. It has already done a few months of testing. We have another couple of months of testing to go. Once that is done, I'm not going to talk about this details of the project because it's always being caught by the computation, and even with AlMasria, they try to interfere. So I'm not going to talk about it. Basically, it's going very well, and our Montreal office and Jean-Louis are handling it very well.
You also announced a $2.1 million financing. What does that money do in terms of how far does that money take you? Because look, you've got new products, you have Medevac, you've got this Bombardier R&D program, things are happening. How far does that $2.1 million take you before you think you might have to do the financing? Not accounting for the fact that you may have revenue coming in the meantime.
Okay,
that changed everything.
Basically, this money is going to be used mostly for testing, certifying products, and obviously some of it for regular expenses, operating expenses. However, we are going to see a revenue stream coming in 2019. Plus, we have warrants to be cashed. These are going to see us through. I do not really see ourselves making too many private placements from now on. And we are also working with IREP and others. So funding comes from the government sources and provincial as well as federal, Quebec, Ontario. We are going everywhere. We're going to run this company to get it moving fast because, yes, there was a lot of R&D and things done. We'll talk about Medevac later, but it's going on very well. In fact, all the team is very happy with what's happening here.
So you talk about, if you don't mind me asking you, you're feeling pretty confident that revenues will actually begin flowing in 2019. What does that look like? Does that look like the first quarter, the fourth quarter? What are you thinking in terms of when you might see revenue start coming in?
I have been wrong in the past, so I'm not going to take but it's going to be 2019.
All right. Well, you can't fault me for asking, right?
No, I won't.
We're doing this interview, and everyone's been used to the interviews. I mean, we even did interviews 10 years ago, and sure, those interviews always had a very, very familiar background. Today, that's right, the background is completely different. I'm looking over your shoulder. You got these fantastic, beautiful new offices, high ceilings, look like they're 20 feet, 25 feet high. You're in a brand new location. Tell us about the location. Why'd you make the move? And how is it strategically more important to be where you're located at now?
Basically, this location has been something God sent for us. It's near the airport. The reason we moved was the landlord from the old building was renovating the building and making it residential. So this was a godsend, and we looked around through one of our employees. We managed to find it, and honest to God, the day I saw it on a Saturday morning at 8 o'clock, I had just joined STAR back last couple of 6 weeks ago or so, and even without looking at the whole premises, I said, this is what we need, or STAR needs. Because this is the new approach, the new opening, the new beginning for STAR.
And I'm looking forward to seeing it because you're actually holding STAR's AGM on December 10th in your office, in these new offices.
That is right. It was not engineered. It worked out like that.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's kind of hard to plan around AGM, but the place looks great, and that to me is a sign of confidence in your growth going forward, right? Because that obviously looks like you're spending a little more money than you were before, and that tells me confidence, necessity first, but confidence in your path. So let's talk about your path going forward. What are the plans looking like? We know what you're working on. We've talked about that. Any other plans moving forward? You know, any potential acquisitions, any acquisition strategy, any specific sales strategy? What's going on? Where are you leading STAR in 2019?
We are looking at a couple of acquisitions. One is at a very late stage. We should be able to announce it within 30 to 60 days. That's a software company that will assist us in what we do and add on quite a few new avenues and products for revenue for us. That is going to happen very shortly.
Right,
yes, there are plans for us.
Exciting.
Yeah, it looks like we probably will acquire something else in 2019 as well, because we really want to, protect our supply chain, number one. Number two, we need to get into more products. For the first 10 years, we had nothing but one product, and that's a recipe for disaster. You need to make sure your company has good products, even though it's patented and all that. And the industry is now coming up with what we have been offering them for the last 10 years. Now they require it. So I think we're in the right place at the right time now.
Talk about new products. Medevac. It seems like the group has been very excited about that while you're away. How's that looking for 2019?
Medevac looks very positive for 2019 and further. Medevac is something that is going to give real-time patient information to the ground, to the hospitals to ensure that triage is helped. It will be for air, it will be for ground as well. We have this wonderful product which has been tested multiple times, presented to OEMs and also to operators of air ambulances, troop carriers and all that. So we are expecting that is, and it does use our platform, which is the ADS. So it is going to be a good thing for STAR because it's going to have multiple effects on sales.
Right. You're pretty confident you'll be able to get revenue out of Medevac in 2019 as well?
Yes, absolutely. This is the confidence I have in my team. And my team is absolutely gung-ho about this.
So between ADS, the Bombardier R&D, Medevac, and how it's going, you think it's all coming together in 2019? I know you're supposed to be optimistic, but at the same time, you can be talking to shareholders on December 10th.
Being very honest, yes, we are optimistic, and we will be conservatively optimistic. Yes, things are going to happen. Yes, revenue is going to come. Yes, new products are being added on. Yes, acquisitions are going to come. We owe it to our shareholders to add value to their shares. And that's why my focus is on that, actually.
All right. And on that note, the AGM is coming up not too far from now.
Yeah.
And I've noticed that you're nominating a couple of new directors.
Yes.
Tell me about them and why these new nominations.
Basically, we wanted to make sure we have more independent directors. Mr. Dave Tabucci has been our director before, and now we saw a need for him, and we also saw a need for another local director. So independent directors are much better to guide you through actually and get you moving better, and things are happening that way, and they were quite willing to join. So we are hoping to even add on maybe another director in 2019. We are also adding on new staff. The new staff we are adding on will complement more sort of people for sales, and also we will probably look at a local sort of enhancement of our management team.
Right, and on that note, you have your AGM coming up, so we don't want to drill you too much here as far as trying to get information, because you're going to have information for the shareholders on the AGM. But I want to thank you for joining us. I want to thank you for showing off your new digs behind you. That looks great.
I'll show you a little bit more.
Great sign of confidence. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I might take you around. If the signal holds, I will show you what you see from the top of the first floor, second floor rather.
Oh, wow. So you have multiple floors there. I didn't even realize that. Beautiful. The place looks like a shiny, great new toy, and I'm sure shareholders are going to love seeing that. Great boardroom just behind you there. I just saw that.
By the way, we are still not unpacked, but look at the front view. Look at.
That's tremendous.
And look at our labs at the back.
Oh, Raf, that's incredibly impressive. Now that you've shown everyone a little bit of a tour there, I'm pretty sure you're going to have shareholders taking the day off just to come to the AGM, because they're gonna sense something when you have a beautiful place like that to do business from.
I'm pretty sure they will. And the front view is also excellent, and I won't show it to you. You have to come and visit us.
Congratulations, Raf. Congratulations on your comeback. Congratulations to your team on how well they held down the fort while you were away. And looking forward to seeing you at the AGM on December 10th.
Thank you.
You've been watching Raf Kapadia. He's CEO at STAR Navigation Systems. Company trades on the CSE under the stock symbol SNA. Find them on Agoracom by punching the company's name or stock symbol. Read all the profile information. Watch the previous press releases if you haven't, especially for shareholders who are coming to the AGM. And then get ready for a great meeting on December 10th. Be there. Looking forward to seeing all of you. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all.